Hello? Ooh, boy, that was close. Hello everyone. Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we were on our way to Tubba Blubba's castle because he's eating ghosts and that's just plain wrong. So we're gonna beat him up. It'll take a bit to beat him up. His castle is kind of big. Okay, time for our new strategy. That strategy didn't work. That's unfortunate. I am somewhat surprised that I was unable to make him fall asleep. Yeah, that was unfortunate. You know, before I stomped on him, I was kind of sitting here thinking, maybe I should have that Star Spear put them to sleep instead. It usually has a higher accuracy. But then I figure, nah, it's not really worth using it just for one guy. The other guy's about to be defeated. Prove me wrong. Double checking here that there's nothing hidden. I think it's the next map where they're kind of hidden. Oh, you're already wanting to come after me, huh? Yeah, like this fight. This is a fight where I would want to stomp on, or want all of them to go to sleep. Here, let's try to do this properly. Oh, that's right! I got that badge. That badge that increases my attack whenever I've got low HP. That's handy. Which means I can go ahead and defeat them, no worry. Assuming I don't fail the timing of this. That would have sucked. Okay, if there was any fight that I would have liked to have double star points, it's that fight. Dried shroom. Hopefully I don't regret using that dry shroom. No, not yet. There. Oh, alright then. Well, in this case, Quick Hammer is in order, I feel like. I was supposed to flip him over. Why didn't that flip him over? I guess that doesn't flip him over. It actually does the opposite of flipping him over. It does nothing. And Bombette's gonna do nothing. You know, this trip out to Tubba Blubba's castle is not going as well as I was hoping. Maybe I really should consider including battles in my practice run. Oh, that wasn't enough for Power Bomb? That's a bummer. Oh, now is not the time. I was gonna kill this guy without your help. Well, the good news is we're almost at a level up. Oh yeah, just remembered. Another badge I have is that badge that increases the amount of coins I win based on how much damage I take in battle. So I guess it's kind of helpful to take all that damage. Kind of. Do I have something else I can just use? Well, you know what? Things are going so well anyway. Let's try this out and see what happens. I'm okay with this. Now who's unlucky? Alright, next fight should get me my level up. And it's against this guy. Alright, I need to come up with possibly a better plan here, because apparently Quake Hammer is not as useful against these guys as I thought. Although it does at least cause damage against them. I don't have anything else on hand that would possibly be useful, though. I can tell you right now, using Spike Shield and jumping on them does not flip them over. I don't see anything of... Oh boy. How do I want to handle this? I have an idea. Kind of mix things up here. It is kind of difficult to max that out for some reason. I'm surprised that guy did not flip back over already. Okay, I need another plan here. And I'm out of FP. Oh wait, you know what? I'll just use a Fire Flower. Hopefully those guys are not resistant to fire. That guy is resistant to fire. Gosh dang it. This is not going to do anything. Yeah, I definitely needed a little bit more practice against these guys. Wow, really? Oh yeah, he was going to do that. Well, there goes my life shroom. I was kind of wanting to save that. You know what? Next level up, I'm going for more FP. I need more FP. Like, seriously. I don't need any other badges right now anyway. Alright, give me that FP. I'm gonna stick with my low HP, but I'm not making it a rule that I need to keep all my FP low. I'm not going with a 10 FP rule. Okay, so, got that level up, and just in time, we've made it to Tubba Blubba's castle. What a huge hall! Looks like it's crumbling though. Boy, if this main hall collapses, the entire castle will follow. This whole place looks like it's falling apart. It's a corridor. I'm sure it was really magnificent before Tubba Blubba let it get filthy. You can barely see the beauty beneath the dirt. Filthy as it is, this castle has surprisingly little dust. Ignoring the fact that we're kind of kicking up dust as we're walking around. And not getting that right now. Okay, so here we are in Tubba Blubba's castle, which means we got new enemies to fight. And thankfully, a lot of them are sleeping. So I can just start off these fights like that. The downside is I need to switch back to Goombario, it occurs to me, because I kind of want to tattle these guys. By the way, it is hard to defend the attacks of these guys. Just want to say, I managed it on that first try there, but I consider myself lucky. This is a Clubba. Clubbas are the main guards of Tubba Blubba's castle. They're the only enemies of Tubba Blubba's castle, unfortunately. 8 HP, 3 attack, no defense. They often sleep on the job. If you walk very slowly, they won't wake up. They may look big, but if you use the action command perfectly, they're not so tough. Yes, perfectly. Good luck with that. Again, not the best timing. He was gonna go down on this hit regardless. It really is a bit of a game of chance when it comes to that spell. It's totally worth it, because it does help more often than it doesn't. Oh, okay, I'll take it. As Maddie Ratata is pointing out, this is probably the only place in the game where that Slow-Go badge is useful. As a reminder, in the previous chapter I found a badge that makes it so that I can't run, only walk. But by going slowly, it allows me to not wake any of these guys up. That said, you don't really need a badge in order to walk slowly. As I will demonstrate here in a bit. Oh wait, no, not yet. It's a wooden box. You can break it if you spin jump on top of it. There might be something inside. Let's break it open to find out. I did not know that you could tattle these boxes, so I kind of wanted to show that off. Also, I also wanted to point out how interesting it is that Goombario's tattles don't have a set height. They don't automatically go to the top of the screen like most dialogue in the game. Kind of weird that. Ooh, the dining room set here is fantastic. If they got curtains that weren't so old, they could really bring the room together. Alright, time for more Bombette. Although I suppose Bombette's not going to be all that useful. Regardless of whether I start this battle with 4 damage or 6 damage, they're still going to take 2 hits. Boy, I'm glad that Lucky kicked in. He swung that sooner than I thought he would. These guys have an alternate attack where they try to hit you 3 times and it's really fast. That is ultimately what throws me off with these guys. Okay, this time you were useful with that. Out of curiosity. Anything? Nothing. Maddie is asking where the apple healing items were. They were in the mansion. Boo's mansion, that is. Okay, let me think here. You know, we haven't really used Bo in battle yet. Let's try out Bo, shall we? So in order to have Bo's attack power get boosted, oh that's unfortunate, you have to repeatedly tap the control stick to the left. Now what I do is not tap it using my thumb, rather I hold my controller in one hand and with my other hand I bap the control stick. Can I hit you before you hit me? Do I want to take that chance? I don't want to take that chance. And I failed to do the spin jump. Oh wait, no I didn't. It counted. The downside to Bo's attack here, since it only causes 1 damage per hit, if she's attacking an enemy that has any amount of defense, she will not cause any damage. With that said, well, you'll see the next party member we're getting. That next one, she's a good one. Did that count? No, that did not count. Well, in that case... Aww. Had I known you were going to show up, I would not have used the FP. Also, you're showing up a whole lot right now. I'm kind of impressed. Come to think of it, the Zap Tap badge is absolutely not useful in this dungeon, since they don't attack you directly. And how is this? No. Okay, let's do this the way I was trying to do it before then. That is definitely an easy method of getting that attack up with her slapping. Makes me wonder, how well can I do the slapping if I do it the intended way and just use my thumb? Well, I came close to getting it. Let's see what happens if we just have her slap once. Good job, Bo. And what do we got here? Castle key opens a locked door in Tubba Blubba's castle. Oh, hi! Oh, you're Mario! Nice place, huh? As a matter of fact, I came to this castle with my friends to try to find Tubba Blubba's weak point. We managed to find out that there's something important hidden in Tubba Blubba's room on the highest floor. But once I got separated from my friends, I just had to hide. But you could go. First, you need to get to the uppermost floor, then keep going until you find his room. If you happen to run into Tubba Blubba, I repeat, don't fight with him. He's invincible, really. Until you find out his secret weakness, you'd better just run away. You got that? Gotcha. Okay, so, Super Block. We get to upgrade Bo now. So, first off, this will allow her to slap 5 times instead of 4, effectively making her the most powerful character in our team by default. And she also has an ability... Well, first things first, if you're wondering what these guys do, they kick you out. At this point, I was ready to be kicked out anyway. Gets me back to the entrance faster than trying to walk the way out. These things will try to catch us and throw us out. Use my ability to turn invisible and we'll fool them. Most of the time, you don't actually need Bo to help you with those guys. You can kind of zoom around them, as I am about to demonstrate right now. Now that said, if at any point they start doing that siren thing and start getting down on top of you, at that point use Bo because you cannot outrun them. This castle's too big. I'm so tired. All we ever do is walk. You like to complain a lot, you know? Boy, jumping on these guys, spin jumping that is so finicky. I'm surprised it actually counts that. But it does. Every single time. I'm kind of okay with that. I feel like there's a certain period of time after you land the ground where the spin jump is still considered active, and that is why I start the fight already still spinning jumping them. Okay, at this point I need to consider healing, because they do cause 3 damage when I fail to defend. And I would prefer not to fail to defend and instantly die. Oh wait, never mind, I got a heart. Good enough for me. Seriously, that should not work as well as it does. You know what? Take advantage of that low health. Well, I still can anyway. 'Cause I'm totally healing after this fight. No hearts this time. Yep, time to use an item. Which one do I want to use? Well, I don't need to heal my magic right now, so I'll just use a super shroom. It's definitely a shame that... Ooh. Nope. It's definitely a shame that these guys are the only fight in this place, something like that. Point is, having a little bit more variety would be nice. Oh well. Hey, at least I'm having a much easier time with these guys than I did those monsters outside the castle. Those guys were a pain. Oh gosh, imagine if these guys were able to hyper themselves. That would not be pleasant. Thankfully, just because they're green does not mean they can hyper up. Rather fitting, by the way, that I'm defeating these guys while they're sleeping. I mean, ignoring the fact that we've only encountered one guy here that was sleeping to begin with, believe me, it's fitting. Okay, so right up here is more of those drones, and these guys you cannot escape at all. The passage is too narrow to dodge them. So, gotta have both for them. Kind of funny that they give up as soon as you get near the door. Okay, I actually want to use Bombette for a very specific reason. And perhaps you already saw that reason. Tell you what, I'm making some pretty quick progress in this place. At this point, I believe we're already halfway through. It is so nice to play a game where playing through a dungeon does not take very long. I have played so many RPGs where the dungeons in them just tend to drag on. No, this was not the room I was expecting us to enter. Oh well. So, I'm opening up here. First off, that's a shortcut, and then right here will allow us to get that badge right across the way. D-down jump badge. Basically, it's like the D-down hammer badge. And suddenly, Mario was next to the hole instead of in the hole. That was interesting. Okay, I want to just real quick make it past this guy right up here. And kind of ignore you for just a moment. No, you don't have to come in. Oh, this is not where I was thinking it was being. Shoot, there's a specific room I wanted to take the next episode break in, and apparently I forgot where that room is, and we haven't reached it. No, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do the episode break right here, while I am being chased around by one of those, whatever those guys were called. Clubbas, that's right. And when we come back, we will proceed further into Tubba Blubba's castle, and I almost guarantee we will reach the top, where we will find something to do with Tubba Blubba's secret.